Well, apparently she got my message. I am now blocked on her Facebook page. After you hear what I have to say, you might not want to be with me anymore. Hey everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It's a nice, cool, warmish day here. It's like 70. There's a breeze. It's a little cool, but it feels great. The weekend was pretty chilly. And it's gonna get even chillier by Wednesday. It's gonna be in the 40s. I dread that day, and I will not be. Yeah, we will be out that day because we got to go get groceries, and I don't know if I'm gonna be staying with Ivy tomorrow night or not to keep Jesse half a day Wednesday. I don't know, but yeah, I'll definitely be out in it because me and Mama's got to go get groceries. Nick had a big scare. I had a big scare, and this is my fault. You can save that for the commercial, Nick. He's trying to put me on a guilt trip. What happened was, I came out here right before after dark to feed him. I forgot to close that door right there. And it was probably not latched good. And, Mama was on the phone with Aunt Faye, and saw a possum coming up near around the front porch. And I thought, hey, Nick would be okay because he's in a safe pen, and I had it covered because it was pretty cold that night. Trying to find the sun. Thought Nick would be safe, and then I heard sound. And I was like, oh Lord, I was like, don't tell me that Nick, maybe just Nick, I was thinking, well, Nick couldn't see the possum because his pen was covered up. And I'm sure there's probably been possum that's came around his pen when he was out here in this area. But he stays way backward in his little house in his coop. And so he can't really see anything at night when he's asleep. He's got a little window where he could see out of, that little door I just showed you. But if he's asleep, he probably lots of possums maybe have came near his pen, and he may not have even noticed. But anyway, so I heard him make that sound, and I went out there, and the little door that I just showed you was open. And Nick wasn't in there, but this was. A big possum. And so I didn't know where Nick was. I saw a bunch of feathers and it freaked me out. I was so afraid that he had killed Nick or hurt Nick. And because we couldn't find Nick, I mean, it was dark. Thank God we had that light up there because we're able to see a lot better now. And he was over there by the ditch, right over in there. My finger was kind of pointing, you know, almost in the ditch. In fact, he might have been in the ditch. You know, he wanted to go somewhere where it's safe. So that possum would not come out. I poked him with a stick. I sprayed water on him and that kind of got him moving, but he would not come out of that pen. So, Nick went on the front porch and he was all out of sort. He looked really kind of skinny because of the feathers that he lost, but, you know, because the feathers make him look like he's a pretty chubby chicken. When Ricky got here, he said it was a big one. Picked the possum up by the tail, hung upside down. That possum was just staring at me like, what the heck is going on here? I'm like, you're getting ready to get hauled off, son. So anyway, he put him in a trap. Probably put him down a back forward road somewhere. And Nick ended up having a weekend of freedom. It was Saturday and Sunday. He had a weekend of freedom. I let him stay out, didn't even put him in his coop. I was going to Saturday night, but I heard something outside, like a noise. And I don't like the dark because I can't see. And I was afraid it might have been somebody or something. So I said, heck with it. I'll just let him stay out. And, and then he was out all day yesterday. And I had to put him in there last night because Mama said that she wanted to come outside today, and I knew I was going to be filming and stuff, and whenever he's out, you know, it's hard to focus on the filming whenever I have him following me, and I'm still, you know, afraid he may attack me. I noticed there was some blood on his door, so Nick might have got scratched. I didn't notice any places on him, but he's a chicken full of feathers, so it would be kind of hard, but I got to get it off. There's blood right there. It looks really gross. He's got Nick. He keeps dumping over his water. He's got a little bit in there. I'm going to give him some. There's his little blanket. Possum got my baby. Almost got my baby. Yes, he did. Okay. Anyway, that's that. Well, you know that I text Patty. Well, apparently she got my message. I am now blocked on her Facebook page. Like I can't go to another, like I ain't got another Facebook page I can go to and look and see what's going on, but, you know, of course she's not gonna, message me and think about what I said or nothing. Crazy Miss Robinson's got him. I've been praying Bobo will remember everything and leave her ass. And I still can't get over Chrissy wanting to date Chester. I've never seen the boy without those crazy glasses on, but he talks like a girl. And maybe he's just doing that because that's not his real voice. Maybe if I saw him without his glasses on and actually heard him talk, maybe I'd like him. But still, he can't replace Bobo. Bobo and Chrissy are meant to be like Forrest Gump and Jenny. What she wants to do, I respect that. Because she's right. She can't just sit around. She's got to do what she's got to do. It's just sad. Sad situation. All because of Renee. He would have never gotten in that dang wreck. And you know what? I think around February, somewhere around there, I can't remember, will be a year that this has all happened. Well, this year sure has flown by. I'm going to go. Mama's up from her nap, so I'll see everybody later. And look at the kitties in the window. They like hearing and watching my chicken. Jasper! Tigger! Okay. Oh. See everybody later. Such a lovely day out here.
Yes, it is. I love this weather.
Yeah, I know. But there's some things that I have to tell you.
Okay.
I know that, you've been wanting to know about me, and I'm sorry that I bit your head off the other day. I feel bad about that. I shouldn't have yelled at you, but I think that it's time that I tell you all about me. I think it's just time I tell you what's happened to me and what's happened to me in the past. And I got to warn you. There's a lot of things that I've done that I'm really ashamed of. After you hear what I have to say, you might not want to be with me anymore.
Well, I'm sure that, we've all done stuff that we're not proud of. Apparently, I made a big mistake by drinking and driving, and so, I'm not going to hold anything against you, and I'm sure not going to judge you. I don't even know about me and, what I might have done in the past, because I don't remember, but, yeah, I want to know. I want to know everything about you.
Well, I guess I will start at the beginning.
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
When I was in high school, I was overweight, picked on for being fat, and bullied. Here's a picture of me when I was in high school, and that's what I looked like then.
Wow.
I know.
Well, in my book, I still think you're pretty.
Thank you. I never had a boyfriend, and never went to my senior prom because I couldn't get a date. I was the class of 91, and once I was out of high school, worked at a movie theater from 1991 to 1996. And I was 23, going on 24, and then I quit the theater. That's when I decided to go to a community college and become a hairstylist. In 1997, I was 24. A guy that was 28 years old walked into the college salon and wanted a haircut. His name was Dylan. I was available to cut his hair, and as I was cutting his hair, he flirted with me, and I flirted with him. And when he paid me, asked for a piece of paper, and he wrote his telephone number on it and told me to give him a call. And that maybe we could and maybe we could go out sometime. A week later, we went on our first date, and after that we began to date. Everything was perfect. After a good couple of months of dating, I fell madly in love with him. I wanted to marry him. We moved in together the summer of 1998, and I was 25, going on 26. Another year went by, and it was 1999. I was still 26, and everything was still perfect, except I gained some more weight. And I always thought that he accepted me for who I was. You know, fat rolls and all. Until one day, he told me that I was getting too big, and that he needed to start hiding all the junk food. Not trying not to cry. These are just hurtful memories.
If this is too hard for you to talk about, you don't have to.
No, I have to tell you this. I have to. I have to tell you about it. I have to tell you. It leads up to everything. You asked me about why I date younger guys and why I'm not married at all. You have to listen. It all leads up to it. You have to listen.
Okay. I'm listening.
He played it off as a joke, but he knew that it was a touchy subject for me. After that day, he began to not want to go places. And every time his friends would come over to watch football, he would find a reason for me to leave. Like he'd say, go to your girlfriend's house, or go shopping, or go to the spa or something. He was becoming distant. He would stop sleeping in the same bed as me. Wouldn't even eat dinner with me. And I just dealt with it. Another year went by, and it was 2000. I was 27, and I had been with Dylan 2 years, going on 3. And it was my final year of college. Things were still the same. I was still with him. And we both had busy lives, and the only time we saw each other was at night, and conversations were short. We were both tired, and he'd fall asleep on the couch, and I would just go to the bedroom and just cry myself to sleep. I had given all to this man, my heart, my virginity, and my soul. I was so in love with him. I didn't want to lose him. So I just dealt with it. I didn't know why he was still with me. If he didn't love me anymore. We got a computer that year. And he became addicted to it, and we play games. until he fell asleep. He would go to the chat room. I didn't like that. One night I got up sick to my stomach. I had a stomach bug. And I was throwing up and needed help because I vomited all over the floor. Called for him, but he didn't say anything, so I walked in the living room. And he had his earphones in at the computer, so he couldn't hear me. I could barely see him, but I noticed that he was moving his hand. While looking at the computer screen. I turned on the light, and that son of a bitch was masturbating. Him and some bitch were sending naked videos to each other, and when I turned on the lights, he flipped out and was so scared because he had been busted.
I hope I never meet the guy. I'd stomp him in the ground.
I couldn't stop crying, and I began to throw up again, and he asked me if I was okay, and I told him, hell no, and that we would talk in the morning. That night I got sicker to the point. I was dry heaving and getting weak, and the next morning I had a really bad dizzy spell and asked him if he could take me to the ER. And he took me on the way there, and nothing was said. I got to the ER, and they had to admit me because I was extremely dehydrated. I was there for 2 days, and he didn't come to see me. I had a doctor that was a young guy. He was 19, trained to be a doctor. He was doing clinical. And he was a nice-looking fella, and he was flirty with me. I was 27, and for some reason, I was flattered by this 19-year-old kid flirting with me, saying I was a beautiful patient and making sure I was comfortable. After I was released, I never saw that boy again. Later that night, I told Dylan he and I needed to talk. He sat down in the living room, and I flat out asked him what had happened between us and where did I go wrong. He told me that he didn't know and that he thought I was, and he told me he thought I was killing myself by binging that night, and how it was embarrassing for him, for his friends and family to see his girlfriend be such a hog. And that he was disappointed in me for not trying to lose weight, and I was close to 300 pounds.
That was a really asshole thing to say. I would have never said that about you, or anybody for that matter. I mean, that's just cruel. It's sad to know what this world is like, you know. Cruel people out there.
I asked him if he felt this way, then why didn't he tell me a year ago? He started becoming distant. He said he didn't know how to tell me and thought I would just take a hint.
He had no right to treat you like that. He didn't have the balls to come out and tell you how he felt. You feel like that, making you feel like trash, unwanted, and insecure. I, in a million years, would never do that to you. even if you were heavy as you were then, he's a prick.
It did. I hated myself and the way I looked. So he said that he had been tempted to call off the relationship, but he didn't have the guts. I asked him if he had fell out of love with me, and he said yes. And I asked him if it was because of my weight, and he said that was part of it, and that he mostly didn't want to be tied down and wanted freedom. I asked him if he had been dating a woman off the internet behind my back. He said no. He said that he was just messing around in the chat rooms, that he had needs. How long he had been doing that? He said for a couple of months. I said okay, and told him I would pack my bags, and I called my sister to come and get me. I stayed with her and her daughter, and my sister took good care of me. What she didn't know is that I was becoming bulimic. I would eat junk and throw it up. I did this for months. I wouldn't gain weight and stayed weak all the time, and couldn't even finish my final year in beauty school. I started getting a little skinny, and my sister was thinking it was just a healthy diet. I didn't tell her the truth. I had to go to the ER one night with peptic ulcer. I cried to her, and she was there for me, encouraging me that I could lose weight a healthier way, and after that I tried but kept failing. In 2001, I was 28. I decided to have surgery to remove all the fat from my body. So I was left with big boobs. I was a new person and felt great. I had to work off the loose skin and had surgery for that, which my sister helped me pay for until I could find a job. And a month later, I went and got tattoos to cover up my scars. I was so happy. I wanted to move out of my sister's home and be on my own. So I got a job tending to an elderly lady at night, 7 days a week, and the money was great, and she and I became really close. She told me that I would make a good nurse. I laughed it all, thinking she didn't know what she was talking about. I got my own place and was finally on my own. For once in my life, I was on my own. In spring of 2002, I was 29, and the lady that I watched passed away. She had a stroke. Was torn up by her death, and I was out of a job, and I had rent to pay and car payment and other bills, and didn't want to be evicted and lose my car. So I thought of a job I could get money on the spot, and so I decided to become a stripper. I did not tell anyone. This was my secret for a long time. I was showing off my new body, getting money, and meeting guys, but I decided I didn't want older men because I knew some would want marriage and kids, and I wasn't about to let myself fall in love again. I wasn't going to give my heart up to any man ever again. I knew hot, younger guys like big boobs, skinny girls, and only wanted sex, so that just worked out perfect for me. So when I was 29 years old, I was sleeping with 21-year-old guys that I met at the strip club. I always kept it in the 20 range. In 2003, I was 30 and was still a stripper. But I'd also got another part-time job working at a department store to earn extra money. I kept my job as a stripper for a very long time. No one knew at the time. Now this right here probably won't scare you off. I have a little black book with tons of young guys' phone numbers. Some I met at the strip club and some on the internet. I'm not a pervert, I swear. I was in my 30s dating guys who were 21 to 25. Mainly the ones who just wanted to have fun. These guys, after work, some of these guys I would ask to go to a hotel room with me. And some were videotaped. I've had more than one guy in the bed with me. I guess I'm just a whore. I kept my job as a stripper for a very long time. No one knew at the time. I was a stripper for 9 years, and no one knew. It wasn't until 2011 when my sister found out about my strip job, and that's because I told her. She flipped out and was a little upset that I chose a job like that. And told I was getting closer to 39, pushing 40. I felt I needed a change, but didn't know what I wanted to do. She suggested me going to nursing school since I'd done such a great job with Miss Sally, and that I was good at taking care of people. I laughed at the idea and told her I didn't think that was cut out for me. She told me to give it some thought. That it was good money and that I could get a beach house like I always wanted. Since I was little, I always loved the beach. My dad would take me and my sister and our brother every weekend during the summer. I gave the nursing idea a thought and went for it. I applied for college fall of 2011, and while I was going to school, I worked at a gym, which was really fun, and I kept in shape. And I did that until I finished nursing school and paid the bills. It was schoolwork, bars on the weekend. And in 2015, at age 43, I graduated from nursing school, and I've never been happier. Been out to this beach house and into that nice house in Burgaw, and be closer to my sister because she was having some really bad problems with her and her one and only daughter. So I got out of the city of Wilmington and moved in the country in Burgaw. For a long time, my life was work, partying, and sex. I know it sounds bad, but I can't tell you how many young guys I have slept with. . you probably think I'm a real slut and nasty and probably don't even want to touch me now.
I'm glad that you opened up to me. I'm glad that I know all about you and the woman that I'm going to marry.
I am very ashamed, and there's only one person that has made me see there's more to live for besides sex and money. That's you.
I'm 23, and you're 47. And I don't see how I have made you feel that way.
I don't know what it is about you. Maybe it's that you're just so nice and sweet and good looking and smell so good. And when you were in the hospital and woke up, I was right by your side and have been ever since. And I have brought you back for the health. And since you have warmed up to me and got adjusted, and you have been the best fiance, cooking my dinner, cleaning up the house. You wash my windows, doing everything for me. And I never thought that I would fall in love again. But I have with you. And it's deep and it's scary.
Why is it scary?
Because I don't want to get my heart broken. And
I'll never do that to you. I may not remember the past or anything about anything before I met you or anything. But what I do know is that you have taken care of me since I woke my eyes up and didn't know what the hell was going on. You've taken such great care of me. I mean, not just because you're nervous, because I can tell how much you care about me. All the things that you've been through, I am so sorry that you have been through all that pain and had to feel like you had to become a stripper. And you've been through so much, and all I want to do is take care of you now. And when I had that seizure the other day, I was scared. Then you held me on the ground. I felt so relaxed. I felt safe. My fears were subsiding. And that night, when you rubbed my head till I fell asleep, I was the most soothing feeling. I felt secure and safe and not so scared anymore. You are a wonderful woman. I don't see how anybody could have ever mistreated you.
I need you. You're my rock, and you have made me feel really special, and I love you.
And that's the first time you've said that to me since I woke my eyes up. And I've been scared and not sure to tell you. I love you. I love you with all my heart.
And look, as much as I love Wilmington, I'm ready to start fresh. I want to move to Emerald Isle, and it just be us for the rest of our lives.
I'll go anywhere you want to go. If you want to start over, you feel like if you need to start over, then we'll go. We'll get you ready. Then we'll start packing. So then we'll go to Tamaraw. And we will get married.
Yes. I can start looking right away and get a ring and pack our bags and we can be out there and get married. We make love. I don't want it to be like it has been with all them other guys. I want it to be after we're married. Because I want to be special with you. I just want to wait until then. I've been tempted to tear your clothes off 3 times, but I don't care what people think of our age difference. Age is just a number, and love is more important than a number. I need you in my life, and I feel safe and with you and secure. And I couldn't run from it, no matter how hard I tried. And that I know that all good men are taken, and I just didn't want to chance getting hurt again, and I'm scared.
Please, trust me. We're in it for the long haul. There's nobody else I want but you. No more tears. No more tears, baby. You got me. You got me. It's alright. Everything's be fine now. Look, I'm not going nowhere.
I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of here. There's too many bad memories. I'm ready to get out of Wilmington and move far away from here and with you.
Start all over. Make new memories.
Okay. I'll start looking tomorrow.
All I want when it comes to loving you. You're my only reason. You're my only truth. I need you like water, like breath, like rain. I need you like mercy from heaven's gate. There's a freedom in your arms that carries me through. I need You're the hope that moves me to courage again. Oh yeah. You're the love that rescues me when the cold winter rage. And it's so amazing, 'cause that's just how you are. And I can't turn back now, 'cause you brought